savagery that gets me where I wanna be. Get your motor skills and faculties. Actually, I'm chasing after afterlife. Need it like some others eat the afterbirth. For what it's worth, it pains me to sustain me like this. Cause see, I might kiss the morning, but I'ma still taste what the barkeeper's pouring me. Now fall back to scenery when not even I can see me, and seemingly the trick becomes the soldier and the seamstress. Souls when my seams rip, where I'm broken to pieces, bleeding out this joke of a ballroom Jesus. Hard blues on the jukebox, and I need this for the next scene. Will have me blacked out till my exit. Now fall back on habits. I'm not binging on the liquor, it's the savagery that gets me where I wanna be. Taking the trash out, bags down like a wind chime. Beer bottles rattle around like the empty ghost of rowdy times. My cigarette smoke gets caught in the autumn breeze, dancing through a whirlwind of dead leaves and dry heaves and foggy memories of high beams inside swipes, opportunities with long legs I couldn't ride, and couldn't ride, and couldn't ride all the way, chasing dragons with these vagabonds. One foot in the casket, right there where all of that passion's gone. All the passion's gone, gone, gone. All the passion's gone, 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 gone. And cool wind coursing through unkempt hair, soothing a dull headache that's been a tenant for years. And dearly missed friends' faces appear on drifting clouds, shifting in a family that's a long skip town. And summer once green on the ground is a stiff turning brown as my head goes sifting through nostalgia and burnouts. Turns now to the kitchen for anything but I'll glimpse of anything from last year that I can recall, and thick thoughts muddle through it all. But the only images I can conjure are from last fall, when I had my mind right, when I had my mind right, off the wagon, chasing dragons with these vagabonds, one foot in the casket, right there where all of that passing's gone. All the passing's gone, gone, gone. All the passing's gone, gone, gone. And I gotta get my mind right, and I need to get my mind right, and I gotta get my mind right, and I gotta get my sun's gonna hang like a Georgia peach, fatter than a blue ribbon pig. You're gonna see my 6 feet of silhouette, tugging on your heartstrings with a rope and pulley rig. Oh, these arms grown stronger than moonshine. Go ahead, girl, and take yourself a swig. I got a heavy burden to bury, and a 9-foot hole to dig. Boots gonna be thickly caked in that deep red Georgia clay. I thought of nothing but your pale blue eyes since I crossed the state line yesterday. Hey, hey, hey. A cigarette's gonna hang loose from my lips. These old clothes all ragged and torn. Skin's gonna be dark as a well-aged bourbon, but I'll be sober as the day I was born. These narrow eyes grown hard and heavy as steel. You'll feel the weight as I stare you down. Each step towards you I take like a great earthquake. You'll feel my longings pound for pound. Hands gonna be calloused and firm from that Blue Ridge mountain climb. The wind's gonna blow like a storm is coming as the front porch clatters and chimes. just a kid, afraid to cuss or touch a kitchen knife. But all these days I've woken in. Whose living room is this? Whose children laugh from down the hall? Whose smiles are these in these pictures framed? Am I still the same? Or was I ever anything that it's hard to play a role I do not know. They changed writing for the show. I hope I say my lines on cue. Enter stage left, a green-eyed beauty queen who's calling out to me, wearing nothing but a wedding ring. Whose hands are these that trace this beauty's curves? Just what do they deserve to reach for in the dead of night as they turn the page of this foreign script? Doggy paddle through the rib of all of the now and then. It's hard to place just where I have been. Was I out here? Was I floating on alright? It's hard to know if I'm no longer young. How many times round the sun turn a boy into a man?
But the ones you got in doesn't mean it's only with it's big and it's spread and stuff. Just took the part and then I love my dad and it's crazy. It's a constant.
matter that for a moment seemed to matter. But nothing matters to me, and nothing decided to me. Then the afterlife I'm living, after stepping out of your movie, where the lighting is always shared to me. Speaking roles I hit or miss, all we do is reminisce about the times we reminisced. The days all kiss each other, each kiss means less than the other. Soon bound to pass like strangers who once in youth were lovers. The script incoming chapters calls for a nuanced swagger. All the characters I've mastered, played now by different actors. Stretching thinly, reaching for the flashing signals and all their colored glory, for spotless houses that set the stage for nights and weekends and for holidays. The fourth wall's broken, theater is closing, the seats are empty, time is frozen. And as the stage is swept, the dust kicks up what I can't forget. All the characters I've been, back when the stage was set for. Stretching thinly, reaching for the flashing signals and all the colored glory, for canned applause and laughter that's never pausing after the moments that seem to matter, that for a moment seem to matter. Surely I'm catching on to something, purely mashing buttons, rashly crashing systems, boorish in their wisdom, fascist in their visions, thrashing all the pistons in trashy whining engines. Surely I am awful clever in scoffing at the pressures never rather cautious with the levers, though I shift them hardly ever. The arcade machine's motor will softly and sweetly hiss, and I will go to turn myself on, and I will find a busted switch. Even if I am up, the game's still on.
This is all you're doing. If it weren't for you, this would not have happened. This unit cannot allow Mistress Sarah to be harmed.
The choice is yours, the Master's final wish, or follow the path the system has chosen.
Look in any library and you can find a history of civilization as we know it, but there's nothing describing the world before we started recording events. I always wondered why. Now I know. We didn't evolve. We were created. One day, boom, there we were, with a language and culture provided for us.
I wanted to know who built all the ruins and why they were there. We owe everything to the Master.
I don't know whether this master system should be destroyed or not. It's too big for me. We're in your hands. Do what you think is best. There's nothing we can do about it. What will be, will be.
You're the most important thing in my life. If not for you, I wouldn't have been able to do all the things I've done. That's why I know you'll do what's best for me. For everyone. Come on, let's go. She's waiting for us.